Hello, this is the Timeless Tarot, and today's reading is for the sign of Aquarius, and we're looking at career and finance. So I've put out a spread. I am using the very beautiful Aquarian Tarot deck for the sign of Aquarius. Bottom of the deck we have, nice, the Fool, taking a leap of faith. I feel a little bit like you might have already taken a leap of faith. I think some of you might have started a new job, in fact. Yeah, that's what it feels like. What comes with it? We've got the Seven of Pentacles, taking a leap of faith and waiting for a harvest. Right, okay, so either you've taken a leap of faith and started a new job and you're waiting to see how it plays out. That could be one way of looking at it. Or the other is that the job you're currently in, or the career you're in, you're waiting to feel like it's the right fit for you. I'm not sure you can feel that yet. And if you can't feel it, or if it doesn't stay, or if it doesn't develop, then you might be looking elsewhere, potentially. That's what that feeling is. Either you've already taken a leap of faith into a new job and you're waiting to see how it plays out, or you've been in a career or a job for a while and you're not sure you're enjoying the way it's playing out, and so you might be moving. That's what it feels like. We'll see. In the centre, we have the Sun. Everything should be great at work, is what it looks like. If only there weren't other people there to deal with. That's also, sadly, that is the case with work. Some people are great and some people just aren't. And, you know, and I think that's why you're waiting to see how things play out. Because on the face of it, it should be great. Everything should be wonderful, but there are some tricky characters to deal with, I think. Or maybe you've taken a leadership role and there's a lot for you to sort out. It could be that as well. And so things aren't great yet and you're hoping they'll get great. That feels like it could be a thing. What's crowning the situation is well, these two cards literally wanted to fly out. I hadn't even started shuffling and they've fallen out. The Tower and the Nine of Pentacles. I was going to say what's crowning the situation is a good thing. It's a good environment. It's a nice place to work. It's a happy family, really. It feels like, on the face of things, it should be everything you've ever wanted and things should be going swimmingly. However, for the reasons I've just outlined already, we've got two other cards clarifying the Ten of Pentacles, the Tower and the Nine of Wands. Now, these are not good cards. The Tower is major upheaval, disruption and drama, really. And the Nine of Wands is feeling like you're coming to the end with something, or you're feeling worn out by something. Things aren't panning out the way you were hoping for, or, like I said before, you've been in a situation for a while and you're reassessing. You're thinking, is this ever going to improve or shall I just leave? That's the sort of feeling I'm getting. What's hidden, or what is underneath, not shown, is there's a change coming for the better. A change, an inevitable change is coming for the better that is going to suit you a lot better. This is the card of being single. So actually, if this is not really feeling like a career and finance reading, if you're relating this to a love situation, it could be that a family situation has blown up, leaving you to feel weakened, I would say, and upset, and potentially you're going to become single. It could be that. So I think we could see this, we can read these cards in two ways. Either you're breaking up from a love situation and you're thinking about leaving and becoming single. You're thinking your life would be better for you that way, and that it is an inevitable change that is going to come about, but you haven't done it yet. That is one possibility. The other possibility is that you've taken a new job and the job should be great, but you have got difficult people to deal with, or difficulties with the people at work. Actually, I feel like saying with the people that work for you. So I think you've taken on a leadership role and you're not sure how it's panning out, and you're trying to decide whether you should be moving away from it. Or the third option is that you've been in a workplace position for a while and it's not getting to the good bit. You're not getting to the good bit, and now you're assessing everything and thinking perhaps you actually need to take a leap of faith and move. That's what it feels like. In the past, well, in a way, this feels like you might have jumped into this in a little bit of a hasty fashion. The Nine of Rods is around for a good time, not a long time generally. So it's sort of a fleeting energy. So maybe you stepped up into a leadership role at work that you weren't planning on staying in this environment for very long, and it's really not suiting you because it was only ever supposed to be temporary. That's one way of looking at it. Or actually, you could say the same about a marriage. Maybe it was a relationship that should never have got as far as it has, and so you're assessing the leaving. In the future, we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is the working on yourself on your own, working for yourself. So potentially, if you are thinking of leaving a work situation and taking a leap of faith, it could be to work for yourself. Or if it's a love situation, I think you are planning on leaving and becoming single. And this is the card of working on your own, really, of being single and putting in a lot of effort behind the scenes. This is, well, see, we've got great progression here. We've got the Seven of Coins. This is waiting to see if things improve. We've got the Eight of Coins, which is working hard, still waiting to see if things improve, working really hard. And in the underneath position, we have the Nine of Coins, which is the card of being single. And then what's crowning the whole situation, we have the 10 of Coins. So we've got 7, 8, 9, 10 of Coins. And I have to say, because the 10 is in the crowning position, it feels to me like this might be done. I feel like this situation might be done with, I think. You might be done with the situation, whether it's love or career. So to me, then, in the future, it looks like that you might be taking a leap of faith and going out on your own, I think. So let's take a clarifier for the Eight of Pentacles. Yep, manifesting. I think you are going to be busily working on yourself, working on your wealth, your health, and yourself, and manifesting the future that you want. Because really, you should have had the best outcome already, and it has not played out that way. You had all the ingredients for a great outcome, and you haven't had it. So I think you are going to reassess, reevaluate everything that you want in your life to do with work or love or life or career or all of it, and then set about manifesting in earnest in the future to get where you want to be. I think so. In the personal position, you're in action mode. So this is a dynamic, go-getting energy. So personally, you are feeling like you are done with the waiting for things to improve, and you're really itching to get yourself into a new situation. That's what that feels like. The King of Rods or Wands, whichever you call it, is the most dynamic, action-orientated king. So he is going to bring about a change. And so we know you are as well, because you're manifesting in the future. So this is just a case of working through timings, I think. I think the ingredients of this reading so far are: you should have been in a great position. Everything should have been brilliant for you. But other people are in the way at work or at home, perhaps. Other people are in the way, and you've been waiting for things to improve, and they don't seem to be improving very quickly. And so you're considering moving and having a new start somewhere else. That's what it feels like so far to me. And this is the king that would be making changes. Yeah, you know, you could be planning in a sort of quiet way. In the home position, we have the Three of Pentacles. Now, this is planning, but this is also a home and building. So at home, maybe you're having building work done. Maybe you're building a family, or rebuilding, I wanted to say. Maybe you're having to rebuild your home. That's what it feels like. Something about the home needs to be rebuilt. I suspect that's either an entire family or a building. Let's get a clarifier for the Three of Pentacles. Why do we have the Three of Pentacles in the home position? Or it could be a 3-year You could be in a 3-year cycle. Maybe you've been at this job or a marriage for 3 years. To clarify the Three of Pentacles, we have the King of Swords. This is your energy. This is air energy. And we have the Eight of Wands. This is free-flowing communication and action arrows, really. So Three of Pentacles is planning and building in the home position. Could be something to do with a divorce. Could be getting divorced. For some reason, what I'm actually feeling, and I can't explain why because I can't relate it to this card, but what I'm feeling is that you are not being appreciated at home, in the home environment. That's what it feels like. And you're considering cutting yourself off from or out of the home environment that you're in. That's what it feels like. Like you're not being appreciated. Interesting. Because that's not really what I would normally say for the Eight of Rods at all. But it does feel like, I want to say slings and arrows. Like you're having to, it feels like you're having to sort of fend off barbed comments, and it feels like you've got people being difficult around you. Difficult people at work and difficult people at home. For some of you, this could be more home than work. For some of you, sadly, it could be both. That you're having to fend off and you're worn out by it, you're ground down by it. And that's why we had the Tower and the Ten of Pentacles in the crowning position, like everything should be great and actually it feels terrible. Oh gosh, Aquarius, I'm sorry about that. This reading is taking a turn that I wasn't expecting, to be honest. Because you're manifesting something good in the future, I thought perhaps that you were coming into a good situation, but I now realise that actually you're not in a great situation currently, and that is why you're planning to move away from it. In the hopes and fears position, you just want things to be fairer, is what it feels like. This is the card of reciprocal energy and fairness. And these two cards here, to me, say that you're on the receiving end of a lot of hurtful comments, just horribleness. It feels like you're on the receiving end of people being horrible, either to you or near you or around you. Maybe not directly to you, but I think for some of you, I think you are being directly affected by people who are being horrible to you. And you want to be treated better than that. What it really feels like? It feels like at home, maybe you're dealing with some difficult children. Maybe you've got some surly teenagers to deal with, and you're seriously thinking you've had enough of it and you can't cope with it much more. Gosh, I'm really sorry if that's the case. I know they can be awful, teenagers. Let's get a clarifier for the Six of Pentacles. You just want things to be fairer. This is difficult because actually if the people that you're dealing with are children, yes they are, then how on earth do you cut and run from them? You've got to stay and carry on being their parent. Well, this is the card of nostalgia and, you know, links with children and the past. And it seems to me like things have gone from being in a position where you had lovely children to a position where you're not being treated very nicely by them and that things are difficult. Oh dear. I suppose we could say that this is, so maybe you're hoping that you would like to be treated well, and you're hoping that things can go back to how they used to be, is really the best way of saying that. And that could be to do with children. It could be to do with younger members of staff, perhaps. Sixes are positive cards, though. So things are improving, and you are finding ways to improve the situation by manifesting a better life. The outcome is Temperance. Well, this is the card of balance. And of course, this is the card of trying to have things balanced. I mean, this is the card of balance, but in the hopes and fears position, it would say to me that things do not feel balanced. Well, the Temperance is guided balance. This is an angel, and the angel is here to say that things will be improving. We also have with it the Moon and the Ace of Rods. Aces are divinely presented, so not only have you got an angel guiding you into better balance, but you also have a divine gift in the form of action. So what this is saying is that you can change things. We've got two action cards here, three actually. We have the King of Wands, we have the Ace of Wands, and we have the Six of Swords, and they're all cards of action, movement and change. And we have the Moon to clarify temperance and the Ace of Rods. And the Moon is a bit of an unclear energy, so I'm not sure you can see your way forward just yet, Aquarius. Things are definitely going to improve. This reading is for the next 4 to 6 weeks. Things are improving for you, but I'm afraid to say I think that you're going to find that you're still in a period of a bit of struggle, really, going forward. You're not out of the woods yet, is what I want to say. Yeah, because Strength and the Knight of Swords, this is a fight. You're really having a difficult time somewhere. This reading was supposed to be for careers and finance. So if we read it as that, I think if you've taken on a managerial role at work, I think you're finding it harder to deal with than you thought you would, or maybe you've got some very difficult people to deal with, and that the energy that should have been great, that should have been giving you everything you want, is not really working out that way. That's one way of looking at it. But if we apply it to a home and family in a love situation, actually, to be honest, it doesn't say there's anything wrong with your partner here, but you could potentially be wanting to leave home. I mean, yeah, leave the whole family. It feels like you've had enough of everything and everyone here, but I'm not sure. I'm looking around and I can't see anything that says you've got a terrible problem with your partner. It seems like there is a problem at home. You've got a fight. You're going to have it's a bit of a struggle yet. Well, let's have a clarify. When is balance going to be restored at home? We have Queen of Cups. That's not a timing card. And underneath we have Two of Cups. That's 2 months. I think the love is going to be restored. The Queen of Cups is a very loving energy. Two of Cups is a loving connection. The Six of Cups is nostalgia. The Six of Pentacles is having things balanced. The Temperance is balance. The Magician is manifesting. You are going to get things back on track, but I feel like you have got a difficult period still to get through whilst you're trying to work out what to do for the best. Yeah, well, actually, let's just say it like this. Because 8 of Wands is 8 weeks, 2 of Cups is 2 months. So in the next 2 months, you're going to feel a lot better. Things are going to be restored and you'll be able to get back into the sort of loving energy that you like to be in, really. Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed this reading, Aquarius. Please like and subscribe so that I can read your energy more easily, which will help me to do more accurate readings for you and your situation in the future. If you would like a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. But until the next time, this has been the Timeless Tarot. Goodbye.